Good morning, everyone. I hope you've had a lovely, relaxing weekend. I know that today is the first day of homeschooling for a lot of families. Just a little note here that Spell Queensland is here to help. If you are feeling overwhelmed, please don't hesitate to get in contact. You can call the office on 3391 7900 or email admin@spelled.org.au. Let me know what you're hoping to get some assistance with, and I can put you in touch with the right education advisor. Okay, it is story time. Today we are reading our second installment of Cheesemares. Okay, chapter 5, Getting There. 2 tickets for Bovinia, please, said Hal to a lady at the airport. You're in luck, said the lady, whose makeup made her head look huge. We've got a deal on flights to Bovinia today. Mucho cheapo. Sorry, said Hal. They're cheap, said the lady. 60p for you, 70p for the dog. Why is Rufus's ticket more than mine? Asked Hal. Because he's fat and will have to hoover the seat after. Rufus scowled at the lady. The flight didn't take long at all. There were magazines, snacks, and a film about a lobster that went into outer space. When Hal showed the address to a lady in the airport, she told him where the train station was. The train was very busy. There were magazines and snacks, but no film. Then Hal and Rufus had to get a bus. There were magazines, but no snacks or film. After that, Hal and Rufus travelled by goat. There were no magazines, snacks, or film. At last, they arrived at Contessa von Udderstein's, not at all evil, House of Cheese. Wowee, take a look at the House of Cheese. That is pretty impressive. Chapter 6, The House of Cheese. Contessa von Udderstein's not at all evil House of Cheese doesn't look very not at all evil to me, said Hal. It was true. Hal and Rufus hid behind some rocks and watched as grubby trucks with dark windows drove in and out of the House of Cheese. It was huge, half factory, half castle. 3 massive chimneys belched muddy green smoke into the air above. Now and then, a bird would fly too close to the smoke, choke, and drop from the sky like a stone. The smell was terrible, even worse than the smell of Mr. Halloumi's shop back at home. Well, we can't tell much from here, Rufus, said Hal. Let's get inside and have a closer look. Rufus didn't look too keen. Hal and Rufus climbed down the rocks. They took care not to be seen by the trucks as they drove to and from the House of Cheese. The trucks had to wait in a line to enter the factory. Hal and Rufus ran up to the last truck and jumped into the back. They pulled the cover over once they were in. The old truck started up, and they heard a buzzer screech as it was let in to the House of Cheese. Hal and Rufus watched through a crack in the side of the truck. When no one was looking, they jumped out and ran deeper into the factory. Let's head upstairs to get a good view, hissed Hal. He ran off up some shaky old steps, and Rufus wheezed along behind him. Going upstairs may not have been the best idea. It gave them a great view of the House of Cheese, But the smell and fumes got worse as they climbed. Rufus's poor doggy nose started to turn purple. Hal took a hanky from his pocket and poked it up Rufus's nostrils. That took care of the smell, but by then the fumes were making Hal's eyes stream with tears. He rubbed them and blinked down at the factory floor. It must be the tears. He couldn't quite see. For a moment, it looked like it couldn't be. It looked like the house of cheese is run by cows, gasped Hal. Chapter 7. Achoo! Hal couldn't believe his eyes. Hundreds of cows were busy down on the factory floor. Some wore grubby white coats. Others were in grubby overalls. They walked around on their back legs, looking after the ugly machines, packing the cheese and driving little forklift trucks around. It didn't seem possible. Hal turned to Rufus to check it wasn't all a dream. Rufus wasn't too bothered about the cows. He was more bothered by the hanky up his nose. His left nostril twitched. Hal gasped. His right nostril itched. No, Rufus, no, hissed Hal. His nose wiggled, jiggled, wriggled, and achoo! Rufus felt better after that. Hal didn't. The busy factory had just become very, very still, apart from the sound of hooves getting closer. In a moment, the patrol cows were on them. "A human," mooed one as it grabbed Hal. "And a fat dog," mooed another as it grabbed Rufus. Rufus decided he didn't like cows. Other patrol cows soon arrived. There was no chance of escape. Take them to Contessa von Udderstein. Chapter 8, the Contessa. Well, we might leave it there for today, and we will find out who Contessa von Udderstein is tomorrow. Okay, have a lovely day and bye for now.